Hello everyone, and right now this video is going to be for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, and all other placements. We're going to look at the energy that Geminis are necessarily dealing with right now. And if you are liking what you are experiencing here with my reading, all the information on how to connect with me will be in the description box. I do ask that you leave some type of comment, subscribe, like the video, and also share it. How to connect with me on other platforms as well, that is in the box below. So 3 more shuffles. What is going on with Geminis and those placements? 1, 2, 3. All right, awesome. Okay, awesome. So at the bottom, we have the Hierophant right here. This is still Taurus energy. That's going to be a part of the 1, 2, 3 spread that I do, which is like situation, what are your actions, and then what is this resolving, what could this possibly lead to. That's my 3-part spread that I do. But right now we're going to get to the core of it, which is a Celtic cross spread, but I superimpose it over the astrological wheel, which is like 12 houses in the sky. At the core we have Princess of Wands. So Geminis, this is about you going after what it is that you actually desire in life, and this is about experiences that you actually want to have. With the Princess of Wands, was crossing that energy is power. So perhaps what is required for you to fully achieve what it is that you want to go after, you need some type of structure, or you might be too rigid right now. So, you know, apply this based off of how it flies for you. Are you too rigid of a person, or do you need a little bit of structure or structure or stability in your life? And that's the 4 of Pentacles. That is Sun in Capricorn. All right, what's above is the Knight of Swords. So the best that you can do right now is to express what it is that you want to express authentically. The energy and this is quick communication. So this is like time is of the essence, I would say. In the past, we have Queen of Cups. So this is about you taking care of yourself and honoring and nurturing yourself and being open to expressing and feeling your emotions. That's the past energy that we have. What is underneath is the Prince of this. So clearly you're thinking about building something or creating something, or even obtaining something that's in your mind. And this is the reason why, again, I sense that time is of the essence, which is why we have the Knight of Swords crowning the reading, which is the most that you could seek to achieve in this situation. It's something that can happen in the near future, or it's something that you may need to do. The energy that's coming in is the 7 of Cups. In the Aleister Crowley Thoth deck, this is called Debauch. This is Venus and Scorpio. So this is asking for you to like emotionally discern whether or not what you desire is in alignment with what's best for you, which is why, again, on the other side we have the Queen of Cups here. So based off of you knowing what you need and being open to truly feeling what you feel, you'll be able to discern what is worth you putting your energy into and what isn't worth it. Your emotional self, Gemini, you coming out and you're reading as a magician, and obviously the magician is Gemini. This is also Mercury, and so when it comes to this is talking about you having all the skills and the tools and the resources to, like, you have it all within. Is you're very capable of manifesting the reality that you want. That's you as your emotional self. Nothing to worry about there. Your environment, again, this is Sun. I believe this is, oh no, this is Jupiter in Gemini, so this is interference. So in terms of your environment, people, places, and things, and other type of situations, of course, what we see here with the 8 of Swords is that there can be a lot of interference from everyone else's perspectives that you're now taking on, that is clouding out your better judgment of what it is that you actually want to say. When this card comes up, it shows that oftentimes we are stuck between 2 different alternatives, and it's best for us to try to figure out, and it was 444 when I said that, but it's best for us to figure out what to do We can clarify the cards, but usually you need to seek out your intuition here. Right now would not be the best time to engage in your environment or respond to what your environment wants you to do, because you just have like all these thoughts clouding out what you want to actually do. So we know that the point of this is about you going after what you desire. So if you're allowing a lot of external stimuli to influence you, it's going to be kind of hard to achieve that. Your hopes and fears, Prince of Wands. So we have the Princess of Wands at the core, and then we have the Prince of Wands in your hopes and fears. So perhaps you're going after someone else, or maybe there's this more advanced aspect of yourself as the princess, Princess and the Prince of Wands are like two aspects of ourselves. We can look at it like that. But, or this could be a person that you're hoping that comes in towards you, or that you go over towards, because that is definitely appearing right there. And then the outcome we have Princess of this. This is you focusing on your beauty, on yourself, and honoring the things that you find beautiful and being able to actually obtain those things, which is really good as an outcome with the Princess of Disc. And your environment, we have the Prince of Swords sitting here. So in your environment is about you basically charging forward and doing what you have to do in terms of communicating with people, places, and things. So it's so interesting that this is what is required of you in the greater means of like society, is charging forward and actually speaking your truth. And then ironically in your local environment, or more so in how you communicate as well, in the 8th house, what is deep below is that you feel like there's so much interference that you don't know what to say. You might be too much in your head, Gemini, which is kind of usual. The overall theme of this reading is about maintaining the peace, maintaining your center. So maintaining your center in terms of what it is that you actually want to do, because there's a choice you need to make, but in terms of making that choice, you have to follow your intuition. That's the same thing with the Two of Swords. It's always talking about following your intuition, not allowing for external stimuli, people, places, and things, people's perspectives to sway you away from your center of what it actually is that you need in order to actually express and experience what you desire. And it's so interesting with the Four of Pentacles right there, because you may need actual structure right now in your life, and you may have to realize that some things that you thought were part of your foundation, because fours represent stability, and this is the Four of Pentacles here, there's some things that may not provide you with stability. Instead, they may be an illusion, you know. And then there are some things that aren't illusions and will work here. So meditation is best, but it's also about you reflecting upon this Hierophant, right? This is your inner guiding light, you know thyself mostly is what the Hierophant talks about, because although the Hierophant can give us like information about, and these are people, like people and structure, people and institutions that kind of like show us the rules and the norms of society. That's one aspect of the Hierophant, as the Pope, right? Any big figure that upholds the laws that we look to for guidance. But also the flip side of this card is talking about Buddha, come to awakening, to understanding the universal laws of life, which are superior to the universal laws of humanity. So finding a balance between those two, seeing which laws or rules or norms, really norms and customs in society that don't align with your core of who you are. Remember, this reading is all about you maintaining your peace, your inner stillness, regardless of what type of situation you may ever be in, so that you can make a decision that honors your truth and not one that betrays it. Okay, so then the action, which may be the advice, it looks like you're just going to be working on your craft, focusing on your craft. This is Sun and Virgo, so prudence, being very focused on what it is that you're trying to manifest. Again, with the Magician here, that makes so much sense. And the thing that's beeping right now, I'm doing a voice to text, because sometimes I like to write up the session afterwards. And then the outcome is works. And this is Mars and Capricorn. So you're going to get as much as you put in is as much as you get out. And that's basically, you reap what you sow. So if you're focusing on your craft and your work and things like that, what's going to come out of it is exactly as much effort that you put into it. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands, which is strife, which shows that you're ready to get into the foray of actually acting and doing things. And perhaps you may feel with a lot of these knights out here, and then we have the wands court cards out here, it just We have two pairs. I didn't notice that. We have the prince of this right here at the core, and then we have the princess of this here. So these are two aspects of yourself that are coming into union. That is something I see for sure. We have the wands, so the passion that's ignited, your passion to create and be a part of the world in some aspect of society, bringing something to the world to show and share. But you also want to materialize it with the pentacles. And this also reflects your image, your possessions, all of those things. So still some spring cleaning coming on right here. So I see that with the wands and also with the pentacles. So pretty cool reading overall. I'm going to clarify the 8 of Swords to see the alternative for you. Give me 2 cards for the alternative, please. Too many cards. 3, 2, 1. 7 of Swords and 7 of Wands. Interesting. Death at the bottom. So this is a physical transformation. This is about your image. This is about how you your brand. I feel like you're rebranding yourself right here with the Magician right here. Yeah, you're rebranding your whole business. This is like a money kind of read. So with the 7 of Swords here, what this is saying is that your worry is futile, because the change is happening inevitably. That's what the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is literally about having perseverance, regardless of what may be hitting you. And so this is Moon in Aquarius. So this is emotional detachment. It's about emotionally detaching, because it's futile, whatever you worry about, because at the end of the day, you still are going to have to act in order to achieve what it is. And especially with this connected to the Magician, like you're the Magician. So there's not like worry isn't going to stop the fact that you can still get your shine. And 7 of Wands, valor. So that is Mars and Leo, which is pretty cool. So taking the actions forward again with perseverance, it's like you don't need to work, like you're in alignment with what you spiritually believe, which is why there's no need to worry. It's futile. Just honor what it is that happens to be your truth in any given situation, and no one can interfere in what you feel they could. So I'm going to do, and especially with the outcome being a princess of this, you're going to get what you want. You're going to manifest. You're going to bring about what you want. But the thing is, you're only going to get as much as you put in. Ooh. 3 of Pentacles. You're only going to get as much as you put in. And the 8 of Pentacles right here. And then you have, yeah, this is all about you creating your own structure, your own foundation. But it doesn't require anybody else. Let's see. I'm going to clarify the 2 of Swords real quick. That was my roommate. 3, 2, 1. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. All of this is an illusion. You got to see beneath that veil. All of this is an illusion. 10 of Pentacles. So everything that you want to manifest is there, but the key is to maintain your mental clarity and peace. Clearly, as a magician, we weave our reality through our words. You can speak a lot of things into existence. And what's going on right now, what I see is you have this Princess of Wands, and so you want to go after those things that you desire. So just continue to speak that, i.e., that's why the Knight of Swords is right here, right? Keep calling it in, keep seeking that out, and you'll be able to discern what is coming in and what isn't going to be working for you. Obviously, because it leads to you actually manifesting what it is that you actually want. All right? So that's what I have here. You're realigning with your inner Buddha in terms of your perspective and your relationship towards desire and finances. And that's what I have for you, Geminis.